Hi everyone, John Smith here again. Today I am wrapping these things called presents for the happiness of children, because nowadays kids want lots, but you have to get like 5 gifts for each relative, and then when your relative doesn't get what they want, they just scream in your face going, John, why not I can get it? And I have no idea what you're on about, I don't even know what they're on about when they try and get me to get things, Is that right? Yeah. I don't really care about the wrapping. If it's wrapped, it's wrapped. If it's not wrapped, it's wrapped, Well, this is an update of, the child. He's an interesting kid, I enjoy that he exists. It's good that we saved a life, I guess. When you save a life, you feel like this pride, as people say, when you take in another creature or something, I don't know, human life. Yeah, the kid is, trying to remember. Yeah, his name's like Twongo or something. And, he's an interesting kid. But it's like, it's like a generational thing, I guess. Because I don't blame the parents for the way that they raise their child, and I don't blame the way society sees children. Like, it's never the child's fault for existing. I agree with this statement. Like, if it was the child's fault for existing, that sounds like the most wrongest thing to say to someone, that the reason you exist is wrong, and I don't agree with that. But some people will say, oh, yes, you need to kick them, but it's like, he is family, he's a relative of mine, and he deserves to be with me, I guess. That's how the world sees it, I guess. And to others, he might be seen as a burden, or etc., but he really isn't. He's just a kid who goes to school and stuff like that. I guess people have thought about things like that, and every day it's an experience for me, because I don't really do much about the stuff about children things when my son John Smith Jr. was younger, but now the kid, I guess I've learned a little bit more about myself by taking care of him, I really don't know what to do, but say thank goodness, I guess, and thank for him, because I don't know how I would be if I didn't have this to do. If you wanted a job update, yeah, nothing really has happened. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, zilch, nothing. And I wish that something would have happened, but you never know what the future holds. Oh, chocolate doesn't work like that. I wish that others could understand how I feel about looking after children and the hardness of being a parent like me. Because I've realized, even now, it's like, it's actually the women's fault. Like, I think women aren't actually good caretakers for kids. So maybe equalizing and giving priority. Because if people both have hard jobs, it actually just diminishes that. Why do you have something exist in the world if this happens, I don't get it. Like, how would you treat something like that? Oh wait, I need a... But, like, I've been, like, watching some stories about, children getting like, abused and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this hasn't happened, but I think it's because of a generational thing. Like, stuff that happened to me 40, 50 years ago, like discipline. A lot of people do believe that discipline's important because children aren't even getting disciplined. And I read somewhere that even the parents aren't even teaching kids to potty train their children. And I'm like, you should potty train them. You shouldn't expect a teacher to be able to potty train a child, because that's not their job. Their job is to teach, not to... Wait. But they're teaching for an educational sense, not for a skill sense, you know? But you know how people are. They will always blame someone else, and then they'll blame someone else, and then they'll blame someone else, and then they'll keep blaming other people and blame them all, and then it ends with anger, violence, you know, the usual thing that people do, and no one wants that. No one ever wants that to happen, you know? And I don't particularly want that to happen either. It's just, I wish people would understand that everyone has different ways of raising their kids, but some are better than others. That's how I've learned looking after the kid. Well, technically, it's mostly been my son, John Smith Jr., doing most of the work. I've had a lot of things busy. I've been busy lately, so I haven't been much there, but hopefully in the future I'll be further in as a better parent. I guess he has more of his mother's woman emotions or something like that, because he's part of his alphabet spaghetti community, you know? I really don't know what else to say about that, okay? Well, thanks everyone. John Smith out.